itself so that the formula that's used has less adverse effects. So if you're hearing old information, that's another thing, that people need to consider. Parents also tend to jump to conclusions in regard to the hepatitis B vaccine. When they were questioned, a large portion of parents said they didn't want their children getting the hepatitis B vaccine because they thought the only people that needed the hepatitis B vaccine were IV drug users or people that had a high-risk sexual behavior, things like that. But when they were actually told that it wasn't just for that this vaccination will protect their child throughout their lifetime from a virus that oftentimes has no symptoms and can lead to premature liver damage, cancer, and death, they kind of quickly changed their minds as far as what they wanted to do if they wanted their child to be vaccinated or not. Again, with the flu shot, parents often question the need for annual influenza vaccine. I actually was able through research to find a study performed by Nick Gibney that examined attendance data in relations to students that did and did not receive the school-located influenza vaccine. That's a vaccine that basically the school nurse kind of administers, and it ups the adherence to the schedule because it's right there. It's really easy for the child to get vaccinated. The school makes it available. There's no extra cost. So they kind of took the, hardship of going to the doctor or going to, say, CVS or anything like that away by just providing it, as well as the cost. It's free. So they kind of tried to make it easier and make it so that during the study that wouldn't be kind of a variable. After all of the research was conducted, and they did this for several years of school attendance and kind of rated the children that got the vaccination versus the children that did not, it did, of course, it's always going to be linked with evidence supporting that school attendance will correlate with academic performance and student success. So they identified influenza as a contributing factor to school absences. So again, that was why it was, okay, let's see this benefit so that we can inform parents. Again, it was with the school-located influenza vaccine, and they did find in a retrospective review of the data that through 4 academic years, that there was a relationship between the patients that participated and got the vaccine, that they actually did have better school attendance records, and that again, there was implications for the practice to include potential increased herd immunity among all of the students, which may, again, extend to the group that didn't receive the flu vaccine. So kind of overall, they looked at it as promoting overall wellness and future student success. So, and I'll have basically a works cited that'll list that reference, so if you want to read it, it was really interesting. So again, there's more variables into play than just, oh, you get the flu shot, you're going to feel a little tired, your arm might be a little sore, you need to drink more fluids. That's pretty much, the worst of it. The benefits of it is, you can prevent, being infected with that strain of flu virus. So it's just all kind of course, with anything in life, you have to weigh your variables and what's right for your family. But oftentimes, the actual things that could arise from getting vaccinated are much less than what you would suffer with the flu vaccination. Especially like, say, an older adult. Flu can be potentially fatal because oftentimes the flu will lead to pneumonia and then it just kind of progresses. So there's benefits depending on not only the patient population, different situation as far as where you live, certain prevalences of certain diseases, herd immunity. There's a bunch of different things that come into play. But definitely, educate yourself. But again, you can see from, this was just one example of a research study. There's much more research being conducted on the issue because it is a hot topic and because sides tend to be so divided of pro and con. But they're definitely trying to investigate fully what all of the benefits of vaccination are versus not being vaccinated at all, so that people can draw their own conclusions. So in conclusion, I do urge you to become properly informed about vaccinations on your own. Make sure to use credible sources such as the Center for Disease Control and the National Institutes of Health. And keep in mind, always, just because a celebrity or blogger has a certain viewpoint, that doesn't have to be your viewpoint. Don't believe in peer pressure. Become informed, do what's best for you, do what's best for your family, and after you've weighed your pros and cons on vaccinations, then you can go from there. Thank you, and I hope that this has helped to clarify some of the issues and concerns with this hot topic issue. And thank you, and have a good day.